You see, a woman can like many men, but she will only admire and respect one. And when she does, everything about her changes, the way she looks at him, the way she speaks to him, even the way she carries herself around him. Respect is not given easily by a woman, it's earned. And when a man earns it, she does things she'd never do for anyone else. A woman's respect is never automatic. It's something a man must earn. You see, admiration and respect don't come from charm, money, or looks. They come from consistency, integrity, and strength of character. When a woman truly respects a man, it's because she has seen something in him that stands out from the rest. It's not just about what he says, it's about how he lives. She observes his actions, how he handles challenges, and how he treats people around him. She notices how he stays grounded when life gets difficult and how he remains focused even when no one is watching. That's when she begins to feel something deeper, not just attraction, but genuine respect. A woman can be attracted to a man's appearance or confidence, but that attraction fades quickly if it's not backed by substance. What keeps her connected is how a man behaves when things get tough. Does he stay calm under pressure? Does he take responsibility for his mistakes? Does he stay loyal to his values, even when it's inconvenient? These are the silent questions a woman asks in her mind. And when a man consistently answers them through his behavior, without words, he earns her respect. When a man carries himself with purpose, it creates a sense of security around him. A woman feels that she can trust his direction, his judgment, and his energy. This doesn't mean she wants him to control her. It means she feels safe in his leadership. Safety for a woman doesn't just mean physical protection, it means emotional stability. It means knowing that he won't let his ego, anger, or insecurity destroy what they're building together. That sense of emotional steadiness is what allows her to open her heart fully. Men who earn respect don't chase validation. They don't need to impress every woman they meet. They know who they are, what they stand for, and where they're going. That quiet confidence is magnetic. A woman can feel it without a single word being spoken. She knows when a man is grounded, when he doesn't lose himself trying to please others, and when he doesn't need approval to feel powerful. That inner strength is what draws her in and keeps her invested. But here's something most men don't realize. Respect from a woman cannot be forced. You can't demand it, manipulate it, or guilt her into giving it to you. If she doesn't genuinely feel it, her energy will show it. A man who truly earns respect understands that his power lies in his behavior, not in his words. He doesn't tell a woman to respect him. He shows her why she should. Through his discipline, his actions, his patience, and his consistency, he proves that he's dependable. Once a woman respects a man, everything about her changes. Her tone softens, her guard lowers, and her loyalty deepens. She begins to mirror his energy. She wants to see him win. She listens when he speaks, not because she's submissive, but because she values his voice. And when she values him, she gives him her most powerful gift, her trust. In today's world, many men chase admiration without realizing that true respect is the foundation of lasting love. If you want a woman to admire you, don't focus on controlling her. Focus on controlling yourself. Build your character, honor your word, stay disciplined, and lead with purpose. Because the truth is, respect isn't something you demand, it's something you inspire. And when you become the kind of man who inspires respect, you'll never have to chase love. It will naturally find you. When a woman truly admires and respects a man, one of the most powerful things she does is support his vision, not because she has to, but because she wants to. It's a natural instinct that comes from deep emotional connection and trust. She sees something in him that others might overlook. She sees his purpose, his drive, and his potential long before the world recognizes it. Her belief in him isn't based on where he is right now. It's based on who she knows he can become. When a woman respects a man, she aligns herself with his mission, not out of dependency, but out of admiration for his strength and ambition. This kind of support isn't loud or showy. It's quiet, steady, and incredibly powerful. She doesn't need to post about it or seek attention for being the supportive partner. Instead, she becomes a source of calm energy in his life, the one place he can go when the world gets heavy. When he's doubting himself, she reminds him of his worth. When he's chasing a dream that seems impossible, she fuels him with faith. Her encouragement isn't empty praise. It's intentional, grounded in her understanding of who he really is. She believes in his capabilities, but she also holds him accountable. She won't let him give up on himself because she's emotionally invested in his growth. A woman's support can often be the silent force behind a man's success. She motivates him without trying to control him. She doesn't compete with his goals. She complements them. When a man is aligned with his purpose, and his woman believes in that purpose, they become unstoppable as a team. Her belief becomes his anchor. It's not about her needing him to win. It's about wanting to see him win. She feels proud when he's thriving because his success is a reflection of his discipline, focus, and hard work, the very qualities that made her respect him in the first place. However, too, his level of support doesn't come for just any man. A woman won't pour into a man who has no direction, no discipline, or no plan. She admires vision, but she needs to see action behind it. If he talks big but never follows through, her respect fades. But if he's consistent, even if progress is slow, she'll stand beside him through every setback and struggle. That's the difference between blind loyalty and meaningful support. She's not supporting potential alone. She's supporting a man who's actively working towards something real. Her support often shows in subtle ways. She'll motivate him to keep pushing when he's tired. She'll remind him of his strength when he feels weak. She'll create peace in his environment so his mind stays focused. And when he achieves his goals, she doesn't demand credit. She just feels fulfilled, knowing she helped build something meaningful together. She's his quiet strength, his emotional armor, and his reminder that he's capable of more than he thinks. Men often underestimate how much a woman's support can elevate them. The right woman can make you feel like you can conquer the world, but that support must be earned. A man must first show that his vision is worth believing in. Once he does, her energy amplifies his. She becomes his safe space, his inspiration, and his mirror, reflecting back the greatness she sees in him. When a woman supports your vision, it's not just love, it's faith in your potential. And there's nothing more powerful than a woman who believes in a man's purpose, because that kind of belief can turn ordinary men into legends. When a woman truly admires and respects a man, one of the most beautiful things she does is prioritize his peace. In a world full of noise, pressure, and endless expectations, she becomes his calm. She understands that peace is not just silence or absence of conflict. It's the feeling of safety, trust, and emotional balance that allows him to be his best self. When a woman respects a man deeply, she values his peace as much as her own. She doesn't bring unnecessary chaos or drama into his life. Instead, she becomes the space where he can breathe, think, and recharge. This doesn't mean she suppresses her emotions or hides her needs. It means she communicates them with emotional intelligence. She doesn't attack, she expresses. She doesn't manipulate, she explains. Because she knows that when a man feels respected, he listens. She understands that a peaceful relationship doesn't happen by chance. It's created through emotional maturity, patience, and mutual respect. So instead of reacting impulsively, she responds thoughtfully. She gives him the same peace she expects in return. A woman who prioritizes a man's peace knows that men carry silent battles. She sees beyond his calm face and senses when he's burdened. Instead of criticizing his silence, she gives him space to process it. She doesn't mistake his stillness for disinterest. She recognizes it as his way of coping. She understands that peace for a man isn't found in constant talking. Sometimes it's in quiet presence. So she learns to be still with him. No pressure, no noise, just quiet understanding. That's where deep connection is built. In the moments of calm where both feel safe to simply be. When she values his peace, she's also mindful of what she brings into his emotional space. She doesn't nag him over small things or turn every disagreement into a battlefield. She chooses her words wisely because she knows words can either heal or harm. She wants to be his soft place to land, not another source of stress. She brings out his calm confidence, his clarity, and his strength. She doesn't just love him, she nurtures his energy, because she knows that when peace exists between them, everything else in the relationship naturally falls into place. When a woman truly admires and respects a man, one of the most powerful signs is her loyalty, especially when he's not around. It's easy to show affection in someone's presence, but real character is revealed in their absence. When a woman respects a man deeply, she guards his name, his image, and his reputation as if they were her own. She doesn't allow others to speak ill of him, and she doesn't entertain gossip or negativity about their relationship. Her loyalty is quiet, consistent, and unwavering. It's not about blind devotion. It's about deep alignment with his character and values. She respects him enough to defend him even when no one is watching. This kind of loyalty isn't based on fear or dependency. It's built on mutual trust and emotional security. When a woman believes in a man, she naturally wants to protect what they have. She understands that trust is fragile and easily broken, so she's careful not to do anything that could shake it. Whether it's in a room full of people or in private conversations, she speaks of him with dignity. She doesn't share his weaknesses or personal struggles with others because she understands the power of privacy. To her, loyalty means standing by his side even when life isn't easy. A woman who's loyal in his absence has mastered emotional maturity. She doesn't flirt to seek validation or attention when he's not around. She doesn't test his commitment by playing games. Her energy remains consistent whether he's near or far, because her loyalty is rooted in respect, not possession. She knows her worth and his, and that's why she doesn't need to prove anything to the world. Her relationship is sacred to her, something to protect, not to parade. This doesn't mean she ignores his flaws or blindly agrees with everything he does. True loyalty is honest. If he's wrong, she tells him privately, not publicly. She corrects him out of love, not ego. She understands that loyalty isn't about silence. It's about alignment. It's standing by him when he's right, guiding him when he's wrong, and believing in his ability to grow. Her loyalty doesn't waver with circumstances. It deepens through challenges. That's why when a man finds a woman like this, he feels a rare sense of peace and security. Loyalty in absence also reflects emotional discipline. In moments of anger, she doesn't betray his trust by revealing personal things or seeking comfort elsewhere. She may be hurt, but she handles her emotions with grace. She knows that temporary feelings should never destroy something built with time and sincerity. She chooses to pause, reflect, and communicate instead of reacting impulsively. This emotional restraint is what separates a loyal woman from the rest. She doesn't let momentary frustration overshadow her long-term respect for him. When a man realizes that his woman stands for him even when he's not there, it changes everything. It strengthens his bond with her because loyalty builds emotional safety, the foundation of all lasting relationships. He feels proud, knowing that she represents him with grace and honor. That pride translates into deeper love, appreciation, and protectiveness. He knows she's rare, and that awareness makes him want to reciprocate that loyalty tenfold. In today's world, loyalty is often misunderstood as control or submission, but it's neither. It's a choice, a reflection of character, not obligation. A loyal woman isn't loyal because she has to be. She's loyal because she wants to be. Her loyalty isn't situational. It's intentional. And when a woman like that chooses to stay true to a man, it's one of the highest forms of respect and love she can ever show, because loyalty isn't just about being faithful in body, it's about being faithful in heart, mind, and spirit, even when no one is watching. When a woman truly admires and respects a man, one of the most profound transformations you'll notice in her is how she softens her energy around him. This doesn't mean she becomes weak or submissive. It means she feels safe enough to let her guard down. In a world where women are constantly taught to protect themselves, to be strong, and to never depend on anyone, softening is not easy. It only happens when she's with a man who carries himself with stability, confidence, and emotional strength. When a woman feels protected, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually, her natural feminine energy rises to the surface. She becomes gentle, nurturing, and calm because she no longer feels the need to defend herself. A woman softens when she feels she can trust the man leading her. She doesn't have to constantly question his intentions or his loyalty. His consistency allows her to relax into her natural rhythm. This softness shows in the way she speaks, in how she looks at him, and how she responds to his presence. She doesn't compete with his authority or challenge his purpose. Instead, she complements it. Her softness is her way of saying, I feel safe with you. I can finally be myself. That's one of the highest forms of respect a woman can give to a man. This kind of energy doesn't appear overnight. It's earned through emotional safety. When a man listens without judgment, handles her emotions with patience, and leads with integrity, he allows her to open up. She no longer feels the need to fight for control or constantly be on guard. She lets him take the lead, not because she's incapable, but because she trusts his direction. Her softness, then, becomes a reflection of his strength. The more stable he is,